Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family, and today I'm doing a collaboration with my sweet, amazing friend Melanie from In the Kitchen with Momma Mel. And if you haven't checked out her channel, you need to. She has some amazing recipes, and I'll link her channel below in the description box, so go look for that.
Hey friends of Karen Jones and family, I'm Mel from In the Kitchen with Momma Mel, and I'm so tickled to meet you all. Over on my channel, you're going to find a lot of quick and easy weeknight dinner type meals and some good old Southern home cooking too. It's my passion to gather our families back around the dinner table, sharing meals and making memories. And I've made it my mission to do it in a way that doesn't take a lot of time, money, or skill in the kitchen. I was definitely not a born cook, so my thoughts are if I can learn to cook and feed my family, anybody can do it. And I love to laugh and cut up. I definitely don't take myself too seriously, and I'll bring you along for any messes that I get into along the way. I've been a wife to Patrick for over 31 years now. We have two amazing daughters, Callie and Maddie, and a great son-in-law now named Ryan. We all live in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains in beautiful East Tennessee. I'm Appalachian through and through, generations back, born, raised, will be here till I go on to glory. I hope that you enjoy this Cabbage, as we've been calling it. Me and Karen have had a ball putting these recipes and videos together for you. And I appreciate her and Pop so much for the friends that they are to me and Patrick, and for doing this video with me. So it's been great to talk to you guys, and I'll see you over on my channel. Until then, I'll send you love from my kitchen.
But we have chosen cabbage as our theme. Now, I will link her video as well in the description box so you can check out what she's doing. So today I have decided, I have been researching cabbage videos. You know, we all do steamed cabbage or fried cabbage, but I was trying to come up with something different. So today I am going to do a jambalaya. I'm calling it a Cajun, well, I really think it's more Creole, seafood cabbage jambalaya. I think it's going to be good. So, but first I want to start off with my rice. Now I have I put just a little over two of these little measuring cups that come with my rice cooker, and it's a cup. I've put just a little over two of them of water in my rice cooker, and I put just a pinch of salt. I'm going to put a cup of rice. I'm just using long grain white rice. You can use whatever you want. If you want to use jasmine rice, basmati rice, even the rice-a-roni, Cajun style rice, I'm sure would be good. So I want to get that started. So while it's going, we can be making the jambalaya. And it's that simple. I love my rice cooker. So in my skillet here, I am going to drizzle in I'm going to do a tablespoon, right around a tablespoon of olive oil. And then I'm going to add in around a tablespoon of butter. Y'all know we got to have butter in these recipes. So we're going to get that melting, and while that's going, I have 2 ribs of celery here. I've washed them, and we're going to chop them up. I want kind of medium to a smaller dice. I don't want a big chunk. My family likes celery, but they don't like to bite into large chunks of celery. So let's get that chopped up real quick. Okay, so I got that chopped up. Now we're going to chop up a medium-sized onion. I have a white onion. You can use a yellow onion. If you want a Vidalia onion, use that. Use whatever you have. And I will have this recipe linked below in the description box. Now, if you have my cookbook, you have the recipe for my regular jambalaya. So let me get this onion diced up. I'm using my very sharp Rada knife. And if you guys don't have one, y'all need to get you one. Okay. So, and you know what I didn't do? I didn't turn on this skillet. Y'all didn't remind me to, but that's okay. It won't take it long to get hot. So we're going to put all of these vegetables over in this skillet. I have a puck. I call it a puck because the person that I saw do it, that's what they called it, of garlic. That's about a tablespoon size, and I'm going to put it down in there. I want some garlic in it. Now, I want some bell pepper. And I have the frozen bell pepper. Y'all saw me last year where I did some. And I've kept some onions and bell pepper in my freezer. And I'm just going to put a nice handful. You can use about a medium-sized bell pepper or however much you want. If you don't want bell pepper, leave it out. That is just totally fine. Either way, it's going to be good. Can you hear it sizzling already? And we're going to start adding some seasonings here in a minute. But let me get these sauteed down just a little bit. And I'm going to come back and then we're going to keep adding goodness to this, okay? These onions and peppers are starting to get a little bit tender. So they're not there yet, but I'm going to add my sausage to it now. I have, you know what happened to 1 pound packages? This is a 14-ounce package of Polska kielbasa, if I'm saying that correctly. It's skinless. Y'all know I like the skinless. Use whatever kind of smoked sausage you want. If you want andouille, that would be absolutely amazing. I didn't see any andouille sausage when I was in the store today. And I want this kind, not like the ground. And I'm cutting these in, I don't know, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick rings. We want them to get cooked, but I want to get a little color on them before we keep going. Okay, so let's get these in the pot. If y'all could just smell it right now, I think Pop Jones is going to be a happy man when he comes in. Yeah, we're getting some really good color on these sausages, and these vegetables have cooked down and gotten tender, and the onions are getting translucent. So you want to let them go about 5 minutes, somewhere in that area. But I've got 3 tablespoons of flour, and I am just going to sprinkle that right in. And we're going to stir this around. Now, as I've said before, and I know you all know this, you want to cook this for a couple of minutes. So you want to get that raw flour taste out. Okay, so we've cooked this a couple of minutes, and I have a can of diced tomatoes. That's why I say I think this is going to be more Creole. But any of my Louisiana friends, y'all tell me if I'm mistaken. Oh, that sounds, y'all, this is so pretty. I'm going to stir this around for just a minute. And I have some homemade chicken broth. I put them up in these pint jars because I figured if I don't use it all, that'd be okay, I'll put it in the fridge. But if I need more than that, I can grab out another jar, which I am. because actually altogether, I want about 3 cups of this broth. Okay, let's put some seasonings in this now. I've got some cumin, and I want to put a teaspoon of cumin. And this, you know, cumin's just going to give it that little kind of earthy flavor. And it smells so good. I've got chili powder, and I'm going to do the same amount of chili powder. And I've got poultry season, and I'm going to do the same thing with the poultry. Even though I'm not using chicken, not today. And I'm going to do a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Y'all know I'm just going to drizzle in a little bit. I'm not going to measure. It'll be good. Now, if you want some red pepper, you use what you want to use. I don't like a lot of heat. Y'all know that, I've told you. So I'm only going to put in I'm not even going to put in a full 1/4 teaspoon, because that will be plenty of heat for us. If you want more, you go as much as you want. If you want a tablespoon, put a tablespoon in. So at this point, I'm going to put in a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm not going to put a lot of salt because I have that sausage in there and those canned tomatoes. But I'm going to put in pepper. I might put in another smidge of salt. That was not a 1/2 teaspoon, y'all. We're going to stir this, and we're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes, just like it is. Now, if it starts getting too thick on me, I'll just add some more chicken broth. So, but I like to serve mine, I like it liquidy, like this, and I like to serve it over my rice instead of putting my rice in the jambalaya. But once I put the cabbage in here and the shrimp and the crawfish tails, it's going to take up some of that liquid. So I may just run and get me another jar of chicken broth. But let me let this cook for a few more minutes, and I'll be back with you, okay? Okay, this has been cooking, simmering for about 5 minutes, close to 5 minutes. And now I'm going to add our cabbage in, and just gonna put it right on top of that, and then we're gonna stir it in. I want you to see, oh, this deliciousness that's in this pot. Now I am going to cook this until this cabbage is tender. And you know, it doesn't take cabbage long to cook. But before I decide, I want more liquid than this, but before I decide to add some more broth, I'm going to put a lid on this and let it cook, because you know, cabbage is a liquidy vegetable. And I'm afraid if I put the chicken broth in it right now, I might get too much liquid. So y'all, let me let this cook, and I'll come back and we'll see what it looks like, okay? I'm ready to finish up this jambalaya. Y'all, I hope you can see good enough in that pot with that steam. It is amazing, and it smells like amazing, and I had to take a little taste, and it is delicious. Now, I did add about 1/2 cup more. Can y'all see me with all that steam? Hi there. I did add about 1/2 cup more of chicken broth. Now I'm ready to put in the seafood. Now you know shrimp only takes minutes to cook. So this is a pound of large shrimp. I think it was there 25, 30. I didn't count them to see how many were in here. And then I have a bag 12-ounce bag of crawfish tails. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. We're just going to drop those right in. Now, can you see that beautiful crawfish meat right there? That is just the tail. So let's get this stirred in. So I'm going to let this cook. This shrimp needs 3 or 4 minutes. Once it starts getting pink, it's done. And you know, shrimp will curl up into a C when it's done. And if you overcook it, it will be like rubber. So you want to be real careful. And see, this is already turning pink. So it won't be but another minute. All right. Give me a minute and I'll be back, and we're going to plate up some and try it, okay? We have Pop in the house.
Hello.
I told you he always comes in time for the food.
I thought you might be cutting up onions, so I got my onion protectors
Got your
on.
onion protectors
Yeah.
on? I needed those earlier. All right, you can take them off now.
Okay.
We're going to try, I made, because I'm doing the collaboration with Mel in the kitchen with Momma Mel, our famous Cabbage.
Okay.
So researching videos, I decided I'm going to do a jambalaya, but with cabbage, shrimp, and crawfish. And
thought that looked like
sausage.
cabbage.
Yeah, and it's crawfish tails, which I know you like.
Crawfish tails,
Yeah.
shrimp, sausage,
Yep.
and cabbage.
Yes.
Super.
So
I like them all. What you got in here?
rice. Now we're going to serve this over some rice. I'm just going to fix one bowl for now, and we'll taste it. We're just going to do one. I like to use an ice cream scoop because it just makes it pretty, and that'll keep it warm. So let's looky here. Can you see that? See all that juice, and we're gonna. I love the juice. That's the best part, really, isn't it? And it's got all the seasonings in it.
And if I have rice, I gotta have juice.
I want you to hold this up so they can see it.
The pan.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that beautiful? I just can't get close enough.
I almost didn't.
All right, we're ready to try this. I want you to see this beautiful, how it bowled up. That is
I'll
amazing.
walk around the other side.
Okay, you can get closer to it, can't you? Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Isn't that pretty? Isn't that a pretty sight? Y'all, we've got to dig in. See the shrimp. See how those shrimps are? You don't want to get it any more than that, or they will be tough. And it'd be like chewing on an eraser. All right, let's give this a try.
Ladies first. Not really.
I want some of everything, but there's too much to get all on one spoon.
True. There's a crawfish tail.
That's what I got.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Just as delicious as I thought it would be. I don't think we're going to make jambalaya any other way.
It's not real. It's not spicy.
Uh-uh.
It's just perfect.
I put very, very little cayenne because I should use red pepper. We just don't like the heat. But we like a little spice to it. Isn't that good?
It is, and the cabbage, if it can, it did, soaked up the juices.
It does, but I
And
had to add a little extra
gives it
juice
a
because
little-
I like it.
It gives it a different flavor. I can still taste the cabbage flavor, but barely.
Mm-hmm. I think this is going to replace our regular jambalaya. I'm going to have to show this to my boys because they're going to be surprised at how good this is. And they both like cabbage, so I think they'll really like it. All right.
You outdid yourself.
I think I did too. I appreciate every one of you, and I hope And you'll check out this video and check out Mel's. I'll have it listed in the description box up under my video here, as well as the link to her channel. So y'all go out and check her out, check out her video, and let's see what she has cooking with cabbage. Thanks, everybody. We love and appreciate each and every single one of you, and we hope you will take a look at our cookbook. This recipe will be in the next one, but regular jambalaya is in this one. So you can follow this recipe along to a certain point. But we appreciate you, everyone, and we look forward to having you come back and visit in our kitchen again. We'll see you soon, everybody.